I think the thing that animated Scoop was the belief that you had to be strong in order to protect democratic values, and that as you looked at the rest of the world, it was entirely appropriate. Indeed, it was essential to look at how governments treat their own citizens in order to decide how we should relate to them. And he was he was convinced that if a government mistreated its own people, they were by virtue of that an adversary of the United States, an adversary of our values, and ultimately an adversary of our existence if they were of any size and significance. He used to say, what you need to know about the Soviet Union is how they treat their own people. China comes up in this context sometimes. Scoop thought there was hope for China. And I think he foresaw the space that would open up under a leader like Deng Xiaoping, so that even though the Communist Party was in power, the lives of individuals would be less constrained than in the Soviet Union. It wasn't the same kind of totalitarianism as he saw it. Now, I know there are people who will disagree with that, but I think history has demonstrated that the pragmatism of the Chinese leadership has led to some significant and positive developments. And if I had to guess, I would guess that Scoop was ahead of his time in thinking that China could evolve to a different place. The Soviet Union could never have evolved to a different place. And sadly, we may be seeing something like its reconstruction today. That probably goes a bit too far. There were people who thought he was anti-Russian, but he was never anti-Russian. In fact, he cared deeply about the people of Russia. He just didn't like the situation they found themselves in.